Sometimes when we do an initial consultation with somebody, they will say something along the lines of, I can't imagine what life would be like without binge eating. Now, that's usually for one of two reasons. Either it's because they've started to lose hope and they've started to lose faith in themselves or in their future. And so imagining what they really want is actually quite upsetting because they're afraid that they're never going to have it. But unfortunately, if you never spend the time imagining in vivid detail the life that you want to create for yourself, then of course you're never going to create it. The second reason is simply because they've spent so many years binge eating, it's become the new normal and they don't know any different. So your brain favors the path of least resistance. So whenever you imagine the future, if you leave your brain to its own devices and you don't consciously intervene in any way, then what it's going to do is it's going to create internal movies and images and thoughts and ideas that are the freshest and most easily and readily accessible. So what most people end up doing is they take memories from the past and then they just project them into the future, and then they wonder why history keeps repeating itself. So if you struggle to imagine a life without binge eating, there's nothing sinister going on here. It simply means you've never practiced it. So make sure that you invest the time to do this, because your brain needs to know what the target is, what the outcome is. Most people have spent so long obsessing over the problem that they've actually forgotten what the outcome or what the target really is. And your brain, both consciously and unconsciously, needs to know what the outcome is, what the target is at the end of the process. So what's life going to be like once you are completely free from binge eating or emotional eating? How is it going to affect and benefit every single area of your life? Your career, your finances, your health and well-being, your relationships? How is it going to affect your mental health or your spiritual health? How is it going to affect your self-esteem, your confidence, your belief in yourself? And how is that self-belief or that confidence or that certainty within yourself going to show up and transform your career? Are you going to start chasing career progression or taking opportunities or creating opportunities? Are you going to start dating? Are your relationships going to become improved now that you're showing up as the real you instead of the version of you that you think you should be in order to get people to like you? Once you start making this type of internal transformation, it affects and it benefits every single area of your life. So start getting clarity on that, because you need to design it, you need to define it, and you need to claim it before you get to actually create it in reality.